I think the coach and the medical staff approached me talking about it, and obviously we want to be the best we can, and I benefited from it.
Is it easier to buy into that, Al, when you look at just the bodies that you have available in the playoffs? To have the coaches come to you and not resist wanting to be out there, but just embrace taking a night off?
Yeah, I think period, you want to be out playing, but I looked at obviously the playoffs starting next week, making sure that we're at our best, and I went with it, and I feel like it will benefit me down the road.
What was your reaction when you found out that Kyrie's blocked out?
I was shocked. You still had the hope that he was gonna be able to come back this season, but now we're at the point that we just have to look forward, look ahead, and obviously wish Kai a speedy recovery. And for our group, what we have now, we have to look forward. We can't dwell on the past.
Has it changed things?
Huh?
Has it changed?
Well, obviously it makes it more difficult. Kyrie was he's the leader of this team, and we went with him, and now we have to find ways to do it without him. And we've been playing good basketball, and I believe that this group will. We have a group that's it's hungry and that wants to keep getting better. And I think that when you have a group that wants to keep getting better, that's always a positive.
There are things that some of the young guys have shown over the course of this season with their growth that put you guys in a better position to survive this, maybe a little bit better than you survived the Isaiah injury last year.
I think that with Isaiah, we had him all year, even though he was banged up. He was with us. But now, with our group this year, it's different because we've been having so many injuries throughout the year that I feel like our guys are, I think we're all much more prepared handling, everything that we're going through.
Al, what have you seen from this Atlanta Hawks team that's coming off a win against the Wizards last night?
A team that's, despite their record, they're still playing at a high level, really driving the ball, playing fast, shooting threes, and they're one of those teams that, Coach Bud, I feel like does a really good job of always keeping the guys engaged, and always defensively they always present problems. So we have to make sure that we keep moving the ball, especially how the guys did it last night against Chicago. We have to have good ball movement, and we just have to continue that on the offensive end.
Al, the other night on TNT, and I know it's television, but they were talking about now with Kyrie out, teams are dying to get into the 7th spot to play you guys. How do you respond to that?
Well, I think we're at the point that we're in the playoffs. We're the 2 seed. We have home advantage, home court advantage, and at this point, the only thing I can say to that is I can't wait for the playoffs to start. We have the formality. We have to finish these games out, and we'll get better. But I'm looking forward to the playoffs.
Yeah. Al, Greg kind of took on your role last night as the playmaking big. Do you see any similarities between him and you from that standpoint, and how valuable is it to have?
Oh, no question. Greg has that ability. Since the day that he came here, we all knew that he can, that he can really pass the ball, really read defense as well. And what Chicago did last night was try to take Terry away, by putting pressure on him. And Greg just made the right play every time. He made the right decision, made the simple play. But yeah, he has that ability. And the fact with a guy like Tice out, having a guy like Greg really helps, to run the offense through not only me, but also through him and make those passes.
Marcus gets ejected. You and Jason chase him into the tunnel. How did that go? What happened back in the tunnel?
Honestly, it was fine. We just, kind of went back to, we just followed him into the locker room, basically. Nothing was going to happen, but we followed him in. He was upset, but, we didn't think it was that big of a deal for him to get ejected. But it was the way that the game was going. But he was fine. We just did it to be there supporting him. And I don't even know if he noticed us, but we were there.
So in the Garden locker room, it's pretty easy for two guys.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no question.
Right
no question.
in the middle there.
Especially how close the locker rooms are. There's no question. But I don't think this one was heated enough for that.
Okay.
I mean, if it was maybe a little fight, I mean, I'm sure that we would have worried. But this one was, both guys were.
How much going into the playoffs does it help to have a guy with a little bit of an edge like Marcus?
That's great. It's the playoffs. They bring that out of you. Even if you don't necessarily have it, by the end of the series you will have it. Going against the team so many times. So it's great. We have a lot of guys on this team with an edge. Marcus is just more expressive about the way he goes about his, and we're happy about it.
What were your thoughts on Gibson's play this night?
I thought it was great. He really was fearless out there. Fearless, just came out, got the ball. A lot of guys get on a new team, they're kind of trying to, fit in, find their way. No, he just came in. He knew what he needed to do. Confident, got his shots up. I was so proud of him because it was like, going into a new team is not easy, and for him to come in, fit in, bring energy, he was important for us.
Thank you all.
Thanks. All right. Thank you, guys.